Hello, everybody. My name is Lydiaretta and I'm now going to uh, report my individual reflection. So here it asks, what was your task? So during the selection of group logo and campaign poster, I created logo and campaign poster. For group tasks, I distribute a lot in storyboard making and Zoom meeting recording. And then for individual tasks, I chose to create 2 posters. The second question, what was the online IT tool that you used to complete the task? So I used a website called storyboard.dat to make the flow of our storyboard. And then I used Canva to create my posters and also CapCut for video editing. The third question, what was the problem or issue did you encounter during the activity and while using the online IT tool? So during the process of making storyboard, I found that it is hard to keep the characters because every time I move to new scenes, I need to remake the characters since I cannot copy and paste them. And then when I was creating poster, I didn't know how to change the background of the poster since I am still a beginner in Canva. I have a difficult time while removing the background of elements too since I downloaded them from browsers, not Canva. And then I also have but for CapCut, I have no problem when using it since I have used it for a long time. How was the problem resolved? What was your effort? So I try to find ways to keep the characters, but I still cannot figure it out. Therefore, I just recreate the characters until the very last scenes. And then after a long time of struggling with Canva, I finally learned how to change the background. I didn't know that it was that easy only. Besides, I also learned how to remove the elements background after searching the solution via Google. I tried to remove them by using Canva by following the steps, but failed to do so since I need to pay since it is a premium action. The fifth question, number 5, how do you feel about the online IT tool after you have completed your task? Elaborate and compare your experiences before. So for storyboard.dat, I found that it is good for video shoot planning since you have to create and think about the scenarios and also the story flows for a video. It helps to give you vivid scenes inside your head. I felt great while using storyboard.dat, although I did encounter some problems. So before I knew that this tool existed, I kept struggling on how to create my videos. For Canva, I love to use this IT tool because it is a lot more convenient to create posters, brochures, and many more since it already provided lots of templates to give you ideas for your creation. Besides, there is also numerous kinds of elements that you can use to be added into your creation. So before using Canva, I use Microsoft Word to create posters and logos. And it is actually quite hard compared to Canva lah. And for CapCut, this is my most favorite IT tool when it comes to video editing lah, because it is very convenient to use since it provides many features for video editing and you can create a video with your own unlimited creativity easily. The outcomes of your video editing will truly come into your liking, which means will amaze yourself lah, because CapCut is actually a very good video editing tool. So the last question, what did you learn through the activity? I learned how to create storyboard by using storyboard.dat and gain some knowledges when using Canva. Other than that, I also learned that communication between group members, friends, and lecturer is very important during the activity. I learned to take my obligation seriously and conduct a great teamwork within my members. It is also crucial to keep in track with your lecturer given time so that your works will finish earlier and faster. So that's all for my individual reflection. Thank you.
I am Isaiah Lee, and today I'll be presenting my individual reflection. So, On the first question, what was your task? So I will go through to every week with the task that we have been given every week. So week 1, we have done self-introduction and ice-breaking session to the whole class. This is to familiarize everybody with the different program and to create an environment where students will feel more comfortable and less conservative to themselves. On week 2, we were assigned and divided to a group of 3 to 5 based on our program. After that, we were told to propose and present our campaign and group names. Our group name has been decided to our group has decided to choose the name Technify and to proceed with the campaign IT tools, IT progression awareness. Automatic one. So on week 3, every member of our group has been tasked to brief their idea about our group logo with a rational reasoning behind its design. So on this task, I have learned on how to create or plan my idea based on logical reasoning. This has improved my planning and thinking skills on how to approach and proceed with the idea I have in mind. Week 4, we have been tasked to create a poster related to our campaign. Each member have contributed their poster design. Our group have created our poster using an IT online tool named Canva. For this part of the task, I have learned on how to use an IT tool proficiently. It has helped me to improve my skills in creating poster and also on how to creatively create an advertisement for our campaign so that we can attract our target audience to our campaign. So week 5, we have been told to discuss and create a storyboard using an online IT tools. Before we proceed with creating our storyboard, we have created a script to use it as a reference for our storyboard creation. After completing this task, I have learned that we should have a plan and a tentative for our project. This is so that we can eliminate any minor issue that may arise and to organize our schedule and smoothen the progression of our work. Week 6. So on week 6, we have been assigned to look for any event within or outside of our college. After finding the event, we have to ask and decided to create a poster or brochure or video trailer for the event to advertise their event or activity. Week 7. On this week, we have been asked to do a presentation clip using Powtoon for this campaign. For this task, I have learned to create a creative way of presenting our work, because traditional presentation can be lacking and uninteresting compared to using an IT tools to present our idea. This is because we have many features available for us to use. For example, image, audio, colorful elements, and unique transition through slides, which may attract our view attention more. Week 8, we were tasked to start with our video shooting based on the scenario we have created in the storyboard. On week 9, we were tasked to do the poster, brochure, video trailer for the event that we have found within or outside the college. While doing this event, I have discovered that by going outside my comfort zone, I can obtain much more influence and experience while communicating with multiple parties for idea to proceed or create a design for the event. Week 10. On week 10, we were tasked to present and give evaluation to other students from our class for what they have done for their self-portfolio. On this week, I have come to understand on how to properly evaluate each other based on their rational meaning behind the design and how they have completed their works. After hearing their presentation, it has made me think of a new way to approach certain situation or problem. Week 11, we were told to perform a group Zoom meeting for our individual self-reflection evaluation. And week 12, for our last task, we have finalized our video awareness campaign and we'll seek approval with the lecturer and get the permission to print all the materials needed for our campaign. So the next question is, what was the online tool that you used to complete the task? So the online tool that we use are Canva, storyboard.com, and Powtoon. The next question is, what was the problem or issue that you encounter during the activity and while using the IT tools? So the problem or issue that occurs are that I faced during my progress on completing the task is limited features on the IT tools. All of the tools, online tools mentioned, have a subscription privilege in their websites. As a free user, most of the feature I can use are the basic function, which limits my creativity on certain things. For example, I can't use their unique elements or their high definition images and video. So the next question is, so the next question is, how was the problem solved and what was my effort? So I couldn't resolve the limited features issue, but I could use the basic features of uploading my own or any element I found in the internet to be used on the online IT tools. So I will say it has increased the work needed to be done, but it does help me to create a better and creative design for my tasks. Question 5, how do you feel about the online IT tools after you have completed your tasks? Elaborate and compare your experience before. I would say after using Canva, I will say that their online tools is much better than using other online tool, because not all of the function or the elements are pay to use, which allow me to create and to take less of my time to search for elements to be used on my poster. Other than that, on storyboard, even though it asks us to buy a subscription to create more pages for our storyboard, I will say it is much better to do so rather than using paper and pencil to create our own storyboard. And lastly, the Powtoon. The Powtoon is a very good IT tools because it has helped us to deliver our presentation of the idea more creatively and engaging to the audience. The last question is, what did you learn through the activity? So I learned that we have to be more vocal and communicate better to share our ideas so that we can create an ideal product that all of us are seeking. And other than that, we should know on how to make the progress easier rather than to make it much harder than it will be. In the end of this event, or in the end of this task, I have learned that there's a lot of event that doesn't really advertise their event or activity efficiently, and that's why it is hard for us to find any possible or any ongoing event that are happening within or outside of the college. And that's it for myself, individual reflection. Thank you.
My reflection for this campaign, for all these tasks campaign, What was your task? My task was I do a self portfolio and reflection. Uh, yeah, making a video of cartoon that I acting for the video lah. Uh, Question number two: what was the online IT tool that you use to complete the task? Online IT tools that I use it was like Canva, another editor like CapCut, Motion that available to me to edit a video for do my own task lah. Question number three: what was the problem or issue did you encounter during the activity and while using the IT tools? Uh, during using the IT tools, my problem issues actually I always don't really know how to use IT tools like Canva. I don't really expert to use it. Yeah. Then my problem of counter during the activity. My problem is I have problem making my task because my laptop was breaking. Uh, yeah. Question number four: how was the problem resolved? What was your effort? How I resolve my problem to do the IT tools, which is I tell my friends and give knowledge information on searching on Google, YouTube, and such and more than that. What was your effort? My effort, yeah, like that. Like tell a friend how to use it. Uh, Try, like I said, that I was have problem to making a task with my laptop was cracking. I have another device to use it, which is I use a tape, only tape to do all the tasks without using laptop. Yeah, like that lah. Okay. Question number five: how do you feel about the online tools after you have completed your task? After I complete the task, how do I feel about the IT tools? Was amazing. I especially the option that have like Canva that I don't really know, like can use elements, yeah, such as I use a shape, uh, frame, another then the blah, and then the blah, yeah. Uh, another else is how I feel about online tools. It's a good technology that have on the online tools lah, so people can uh, uh, learn it. Okay. Question number six: what did you learn through the activity? What did I learn from the activity? Such as do a logo. I have experiences for do the logo lah, and for the making a portfolio, self portfolio and reflection. I have many advantage to do that I can add my knowledge. From the activity also, I learned that communicate group was a good solution to do some tasks or any assignment lah. Other than that, activity like cartoon, making acting the video. I actually have have a lot of learn of it lah. That's all. Thank you.